I had to fire one of my closest friends today and cut him off. You see, I've been there a lot for this guy for the last 16 months or so, 16 or 17 months. And I let him in on a project of mine that is really something. And we were going to start filming when I get back home to Los Angeles at the end of this year, or around that time. The end of this year, beginning of next year, something like that. And he was never really showing gratefulness to me, and he never asked me questions to learn. And he was always cutting me off when I was giving him information or teaching him something that's stuff that detailed, deep stuff a lot of people don't know, and tell me he already knows all that. He already knows all that, and then would speak over me about very surfacey, basic things. And I'm thinking, okay, this is a problem because this guy is calling me up on FaceTime so I could show him how to pour oil in a car. He would not do it without me on FaceTime. Um, he needed help with every single thing in his life like that. I had to track down insurance and negotiate his insurance contract for him. And I was just constantly having to serve this guy, and he'd be like, "Okay, I'm going to call you back in a couple hours. Pick up." I'm like, "I'll pick up if I can." But the guy was so entitled to me helping him all the time. And then he was acting as though my project that I let him be a business partner in was his project. And then yesterday, for 36 minutes, he was calling me a simp, saying that I don't know when girls have it or not, and that I'm just bringing on girls that I like that give me a smile. And right there, I'm like, now he's projecting because he knows that my brain can't work that way. But he proceeded to scold me on something that I allowed him to be part of, telling me how it's going to be ran and how he needs to trust me as a partner, a business partner. And I'm thinking, this guy is delusional. This guy's absolutely delusional. And everything he was saying for 36 minutes, 36 and a half, not a single thing he said was relevant, nor was it true. And it was all opposites. And I was thinking, I just got out of a relationship like this with my ex wife. I'm not getting back into this again. But it was like dealing with a child just ranting. And I was thinking, this guy is here telling me about law that he knows nothing about, that he knows that I have a lot of knowledge in. I know I've said this before. I've gotten laws passed. I've spoken to owners of big firms who were very impressed by my knowledge. Even my representatives' attorneys have told me that they've never met anyone with such intricate knowledge on the workings and understandings on Indiana law. Originally, when I lived in California, it was the same with the, California law. Really good with federal law and SCOTUS type stuff. But anyway, I was just surprised, you know, that this guy would not catch himself, but then he would keep saying, I mean, we're brothers. I know you don't want to hear it, but you have to hear it, and would continue with something that had nothing to do with me, but is a problem with him and in his life that he needs to fix. And he was telling me about how we were going to treat the talent on my show. About we're gonna be strict, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. I'm like, no, no, we're not. Like, we're not gonna put down girls to make them try harder. We're not gonna do any of that shit. You know, it just I was thinking this guy, if I allowed him any control at all over anything, he will destroy it. He will destroy it because he doesn't want to learn how to do things properly. He goes straight off of emotions, and that emotion of what he feels overrides reality of the things you experience day to day. But his behavior and his language was so abusive. that I thought, how much longer is this going to go? I was like, this is really, really bad. He's probably going to go till his phone dies. And he did. That was 7 minutes into the conversation where I was thinking this, and he went for another 29 minutes. My point here is this. If you know that someone's going to destroy something, and you know they're going to be abusive to you in your life, even if you love them and you want it to work out, you have to cut it off. If they're not capable of treating you with any respect that is needed